What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? It is yours truly. Just say it with me, Mr.Taliaferro. Welcome to the last highlight of the 2018-2019 NBA season. Wow, I am beat. It's very early in the morning, but we're going to get this thing done for you guys. Toronto Raptors, Golden State Warriors, the last game at Oracle Arena, no matter what. And this bad boy came down to the wire. A lot of drama throughout this series. Trust me, Game 6 was no different. Can the Raptors win a championship on the Warriors' home court? If Kyle Lowry had any say-so in it, it would happen. He came out the gate hot as ever. Lay in. Then he drills the three. Raptors go up 5-zip. Kyle Lowry gets the switch. Draymond Green kind of lays back. Kyle Lowry pulls up and drills the three. He came out firing. Another three from Kyle Lowry, all in the grill of Steph Curry. He put up the first 11. He had 15 first quarter points. He not only was scoring, he was dishing that thing a little bit as well, getting Pascal Siakam involved for the three. Now this time Kawhi getting it to Pascal Siakam. So Siakam and Lowry get it going for the Raptors early. Kawhi really wasn't even taking shots. Other end, the Warriors with that championship DNA, they was respond. They got championships inside their DNA. Klay Thompson would get hot. A three, then a two over Marc Gasol. Warriors come back firing. Another three from Klay Thompson, all in the grill of Pascal Siakam. Now Steph Curry looking. Cousins, Green. Warriors come back with a run of their own. Long two from Green. Now Steph behind the back. Whoop-de-doo. And the three is good. Warriors got the momentum going into the second quarter. And that momentum would carry on as their ball movement in the second was absolutely phenomenal. As you see Steph go get two there. And look at this pass from Draymond up top to Andre Iguodala. Warriors take the 1-point lead. More great passing from Draymond to Iguodala again. Back-to-back alley-oops from the Golden State Warriors. Iguodala had a big game, 22 big points from the former Finals MVP. Now another great dish. This time Draymond on the receiving end. He gets a jam. He had 11 points. Steph Curry finding Iguodala for three. Warriors up a point here. A minute 40 to go in the first half. Iguodala's got that look in his eye like, yo, that was a good pass, Steph. Let's go to the third quarter. We're tied at 64. Raptors come out in the third firing. Now Kawhi Leonard finally joins his basketball game with a three and then an and one over Looney, who did start in this game. Now Steph looking, weaving, bobbing, three over Siakam is good. Mom and dad like, okay, I like what I see. Klay Thompson would get hot again in the third. Boy, was he just letting that thing go from a deep distance. We're tied at 76. Back and forth basketball game. More Klay Thompson, McKinney, Draymond. Three-point at the top of the key from Klay Thompson. Warriors go up 4. It looks like they're about to take off with this game. They got the momentum in the third. And then just this deflating moment for this Warriors team. Been the storyline of the finals for them. All these injuries and one more hit in a big way. Let me make myself clear. If you did not watch this basketball game, Klay Thompson was the driving force of this team offensively. He had it going. Steph, not so much. And this injury just took all the energy out the building. You clearly see his knee buckle. Somebody goes and lets Klay Thompson know, if you don't go shoot these free throws, you can't return to this basketball game. So Klay Thompson, as he's heading to the trainer's room, he'll turn around, ladies and gentlemen, and Klay Thompson on one knee to a standing ovation would come out of that locker room, head back on the basketball court. Wasn't a dirty play by Danny Green, just unfortunate. Klay Thompson heads back to the court to shoot his 2 free throws. You see right there, he's played in pretty much every game that's been available in the playoffs. Make the free throw, get subbed out of the basketball game. I do have bad news for you guys. Klay Thompson will not return. He did tear his ACL. Let's move on to the fourth quarter. We'll talk more about Klay later. Let's get back into this great basketball game. Fred VanVleet really got it going in the fourth. Big shot after big shot. 2 threes. Raptors now back out in front. He wasn't done. VanVleet off the switch. Mistake by Quinn Cook. And oh my goodness, the Raptors are now starting to feel a championship. Drake and them boys in the 6, loving what they seeing. 22 points from Fred VanVleet. Kyle Lowry. Oh my goodness, what a two. We got 2 minutes to go and the Raptors are up 6. They're up 3 now with 48 seconds to go. Down the lane goes DeMarcus Cousins. It's a 1-point game. Raptors looking to put this thing away. They get a little bit of wiggle room as Pascal Siakam goes to the rim. Bad mistake from Draymond Green. 2 free throws from Steph Curry. Now it's a free throw game. Raptors up 1. Warriors got a foul, right? Nope, they trap. They play great defense. Great defense from Draymond Green. Forces Danny Green into a turnover, and with 9.6 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors have a chance to win this basketball game without Klay Thompson. Steph Curry's going to get a look for the win. It's no good, ladies and gentlemen. It's no good, ladies and gentlemen. It's no good, ladies and gentlemen. Warriors would dive on it, try to call a timeout, but they don't have any technical foul. And just like that, in Oracle Arena, the last game in Oracle, Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard in one season brings the first ever championship to the Six. The Toronto Raptors, by a final score of 114-110, they win it all. And now the long summer of question marks begin for a very banged up Warriors team now. Wow, what a shocking turn of events. I do want to say this real quick, couple big announcements. I told you guys earlier, thank y'all so much for rocking with me throughout the NBA playoffs. We did every game. We're going to do a lot of Summer League games, so you want to stay tuned to the platform. Follow me on Facebook. The Facebook's starting to cook up a lot of exclusive content, including interviews that we can't do here on YouTube because of copyright. Thank y'all so much for the love. Free agency starts July 1. Y'all know I'm going to be on top of NBA free agency, so you want to subscribe to the platform. You don't want to miss a beat. Every signing that happens in NBA free agency, just like I committed to the playoffs, every signing, I don't care how big the name is, how small the name is, we will be talking about it. Speaking of NBA free agency, as we get back into this game, 2 big-time free agents for the Golden State Warriors are now going to spend a lot of time rehabbing. Kevin Durant goes down in Game 5, torn Achilles. He'll likely miss the entire next year. Now Klay Thompson joins the mix as he did tear his ACL. And ladies and gentlemen, he won't be available for the Warriors earliest around March. I don't think they should play him at all. I think the Warriors should take a year off, allow Steph Curry and Draymond Green to rack up their stats, and then try to go after a championship. What would that be? Season 2020, 2021? Wow. First off, congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, this kid, he comes in the league. He's underrated, right? He's not supposed to be a star. He's the board man. Yeah, that's him. Just looking to make a living for himself out of San Diego State. He grows up next aside guys like Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. He understands that San Antonio way. It literally is the perfect system for a guy like Kawhi Leonard who wants to be private and reserved and to himself. He grows up, becomes a man under Greg Popovich and company. He wins a championship. He goes head-to-head with LeBron. Don't forget about that. Kawhi already got a ring. He went head-to-head against LeBron James after the Spurs lost to the Heat the year before that. They come back, and Kawhi wins Finals MVP, guarding LeBron James for most of that series. Fast forward to last year. He goes down with an injury in the 2017 playoffs. Zaza Pacheep shot, according to Skip Bayless, comes right under his leg. Then that last year, he's injured. He says his body doesn't feel right. San Antonio's training staff is like, we cleared you. Our doctors say you're good to go. He said, I don't feel right. Y'all rushing me back. Y'all gonna injure me. Y'all gonna get me hurt. He misses 73 games last year. He does not return. He gets traded. He's like, yo, I don't want to be in an organization like this that doesn't respect my wishes, that didn't believe me when I said I was hurt. They trade him to Toronto. Greg Popovich wouldn't trade him to the Los Angeles area where Kawhi wanted to be. He said, I'm going to send you as far as I can. I'm going to send you out the country, to the one team out the country, to old Canada. He gets traded for their franchise guy, DeMar DeRozan. He comes in. He plays sporadically throughout the season, misses a lot of games, gets his body right, gets to the playoffs with something to prove. He went up against the Orlando Magic after losing Game 1. The Toronto Raptors team comes back. They win 4 in a row. Second round, they take on a feisty Philadelphia team. Kawhi Leonard ended in 7 games with a walk-off buzzer beater. They move on against the favorite Milwaukee Bucks team. The Raptors lose the first 2 games. Nick Nurse decides to put Kawhi Leonard on Giannis Antetokounmpo, the soon-to-be MVP. Kawhi locks him up pretty much 4 games in a row. They make it to the NBA Finals. They're taking on this big bag Golden State Warriors team. Though they're banged up, they're still the Warriors, and they did not make this easy on the Raptors. It goes to a decisive Game 6, and just like that, the Raptors are victorious. I cannot believe I'm saying this, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Lowry is an NBA champion, and I want to congratulate Patrick McCaw. As the Warriors went for a three-peat, Patrick McCaw did get a three-peat. If you don't remember, Patrick McCaw spent his first 2 seasons with the Golden State Warriors. He won back-to-back championships with them. He joined, just like Kevin Durant joined that team. He won back-to-back championships. He goes and now signs with the Raptors midway during the year, and he wins again. So Patrick McCaw, first 3 years in the NBA, back-to-back NBA champions. Let him join that list of guys like Kobe and Shaq to do that. Congratulations to Patrick McCaw. Anywho, Kawhi Leonard, now second finals MVP, second championship. I do believe he has clinched his spot as the best player in basketball. Congratulations to him. He'll hold that title going into next year. The only question mark I have about him is his body holding up. That's the only concern. We'll see what he decides to do in free agency. We'll talk about that more in another video. In regard to this game, what did I see on the court? What did I see on the court? What did I see on the court? Honestly, I believe the Warriors were going to win this game had Klay Thompson not went down. They had all the momentum. Klay Thompson was knocking down unbelievable shots. He was in Game 6 mode. I mean, literally, Klay Thompson is a beast in Game 6s historically. He was playing phenomenal ball, but I cannot believe he tore his ACL. This just going up for a dunk. He's not a big dunker. Danny Green kind of comes under him, but it wasn't dirty. He was making a play on the ball. Joints his knee, and just like that, the Warriors' question marks begin. Look, it was one thing for them not to play with Kevin Durant. That would mean they wouldn't be the heavily favorite, but I think most of us would say they would be the favorite. But now to try to go into the next season without Klay Thompson, look, I got all the respect in the world for Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr, that pedigree they got there in Golden State. But that's going to be a tall task for anyone to bear on their shoulders. I thought Kyle Lowry came out and set a great tempo for this Toronto Raptors team, scoring the first 11 points, 15 points in the first quarter. Kawhi Leonard was not great offensively, but what I want to give him credit is, Kawhi Leonard picked up Klay Thompson in his basketball game. He started on Klay Thompson from the beginning of this game, and Klay Thompson really didn't get it going till around the second quarter. He really got it going into the second quarter. So I think Kawhi Leonard, though he wasn't great on Klay Thompson's a phenomenal shooter, and Klay Thompson did take advantage of a lot of trails. So any open space he got when Kawhi Leonard went on him, he took advantage of it. But I thought Kawhi Leonard's defense on Klay Thompson was decent. I thought Kyle Lowry was pretty good on Steph Curry. Speaking of Steph Curry, we're not going to get out of here without giving him some blame. I'm looking at this stat line here. Steph Curry, 21 points on 6 of 17 shooting, and he misses the game winner to force a Game 7. He was not good enough. Draymond Green gave me 11 points, 19 rebounds, 13 assists. Klay Thompson, even getting injured in that game, gave me 30 points, 8 for 12 from the field, right? Iguodala gives me 22 points. I get 12 off the bench from DeMarcus Cousins, and he did give me an impactful 12 points. That game was on the table for Steph Curry to win it. He just didn't take over. Fred VanVleet outplayed Steph Curry for a couple games in this series. And if you are the 2-time unanimous MVP, if you're that dude, that can't happen. Steph Curry was not good enough in the finals. We was joking around. I was telling some of my friends midway during the third quarter, right before Klay Thompson's injury, if the Warriors go on to win this championship, Klay Thompson was going to win finals MVP in 6 games. He missed one game, obviously. He was going to win this one in 6 games. And that's with Steph Curry scoring 47 points in one of these games. Steph was not winning finals MVP. Remember, don't forget, the year LeBron came back, him and Kyrie came back when they were down 3-1 to this Warriors team. Don't forget, Draymond Green went for like 30, 35 points in Game 7 of that series, where obviously LeBron had the big block on Iguodala and Kyrie made the shot of all shots over Steph Curry to win the championship. Don't forget, if the Warriors would have won that championship, Draymond Green would have won Finals MVP that year, and he would have did it in 6 games. Don't forget that. Draymond had like 35, 15, and 9 or something like that. Don't forget, he would have won it in 6 games. He got suspended for 1 game. in that finals. Klay Thompson was injured for one game in the finals. He would have won it in 6 games. I brought all that up to say, like, yo, what's up, Steph? Like, these championships are on the board. Though y'all had a lot of injuries, and boy, did y'all have y'all injuries. If you are the best player in the game, and Steph Curry believes that of himself, or at least he thinks he's in that top tier, you couldn't give me one game? Dang. Wow. And the questions are just beginning for the Golden State Warriors. Thank y'all so much for your time, love, support. I am shocked, man. Salute to Pascal Siakam. Congratulations to Serge Ibaka, his first championship. Congratulations to Marc Gasol, his first championship. Longtime Memphis Grizzly guy. Got traded midway during the year and finally wins a ring. See what the future holds for him. See what the future holds for Kawhi Leonard. That Clipper talk is going to definitely pick up. He probably still out of there. We'll talk more about that shortly. But congratulations to Drizzy Drake and the Toronto Raptors. They hoist that championship up for the first time in their history. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now,
Mr.Taliaferro.
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 Mr. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.